Alright, here's my video on my topic about the alcohol. Now, this has to do with the sort of type voodoo. It reminds me of the voodoo possession, how you hear of voodoo people in the African cultures, or the voodoo people, how they use alcohol and then they start dancing around and they get possessed, okay? Well, in my case, I bought like a huge, fifth or some sort of gallons of Jack Daniels, one of the biggest bottles that they have. And I was drinking it. I just lined up like 10 or 12 shots or something. So this is the first part of my story. There's two parts to it. Okay, so I did that. I lined up 12 shots, and I didn't know how much to drink. Like I didn't know how much I should have or not. But I took 12 shots in a row, which I wouldn't advise doing because you're here. It turned out bad, kind of bad. But anyways, I did it, and after the 12th shot, I stood up and I was like about to pass out practically. And all of a sudden, I felt like something was in me controlling my whole entire body. So, like, literally, I'm getting my whole body's moving by itself and it's controlling me. It's totally there controlling the heck out of me. And I was like, all right. And I got scared, like I said in my other video about the scrying. This is another thing that scared me because I was in control, but at the same time, this is the first time I had an experience where something else was controlling my body. I could do it now at will, but at this point, I was like, I do not like this. This is very, very weird. It's like something in me I wasn't able to stand up without this spirit in me. So if this spirit wasn't controlling my body, I literally would have fell down or not even be able to stand. So literally, it's holding me up and controlling me and moving my arms and my legs and literally keeping me from falling because I had so much alcohol. And I was like, it just scared the crap out of me because I'm like, how am I standing up? I don't feel like I'm balancing myself, and the spirit's just controlling everything in my body. It's got full control of my movements. And then I got scared. I called 911 on myself, and I told them to get over here, and I said, I'm dying, I'm dying, I'm dying. And I was like, made a bunch of comments, which I don't want to say because it'll probably get banned on YouTube. But so I told the 911 operator to get someone over ASAP to save my life or something. So then that was that time. So that's the first time. It was Jack Daniels, and I literally drank so much of it and I was like less weight than I am now. So like I drank so much of it that the spirit just was able to control me 100%. So here leads another thing. Years later, like in 2016, I drank this Royal Canadian stuff, and I drank like a lot of it. I don't know how much it was, but I drank a lot of it, and I drank so much that I passed out. But here's the thing, is that through the telepathy, the spirits are telling me that I probably drank enough to freaking kill myself at that time. So, but I don't want to say that, but so I drank that much, but the spirit said it came into my body and that I should have probably died, but it forced me to throw up and all the alcohol came out. So it's telling me that if it wasn't for the spirit at this particular time, that my body physically wasn't reacting right. It shut down. But the spirit physically had control of my body and physically sent the signal to make me sick, when I shouldn't have gotten that signal to make me sick. I probably should have died. But I do not advise anyone try this. Just, like certain people might want to say, okay, well, if this guy, his spirit saved him, maybe they'll save me, and that's how I know I'm possessed or I got demons. No, that's not a very smart way of doing it. It's a real dumb way of doing it because if you fail and you really don't have spirits looking out for you, and they're not controlling you in any way, you're gonna die. So don't do that unless you want to. But that's not my that's not something I want to say or promote. So, but so the point is that when you're drinking, you're more open to, like, the voodoo people know this, but you are open to spirits being able to manipulate your body more or control it better. So I guess that's my topic of this video, is that drinking at a certain point invites the spirit to control, but at another point is don't drink so much that your body stops working. So, but those are the two things that I want to say. You drink a lot, and you drink if you have, I don't know what the threshold is, like the point where you can drink a minimum amount where you're still good before the spirit has complete control. But it seems like if you drink and you are working with spirits such as a voodoo priest or a witch or a sorcerer or someone who's a channeler, a medium, they definitely, it will take over your body at a certain amount of alcohol, which I don't know how much. I mean, that's all experimental, but I don't know how much. But I can guarantee you that if you are a medium or a voodoo priest or a spiritualist or some sort of sorcerer, that if you work with spirits like that you could feel and channel in your regular medium, they'll be able, if you drink, they're going to be able to possess you, in a sense, control your body while you are not able to. So that's my topic for this video. And like I said, don't drink so much that you don't test your luck, your life luck, because you could die. So that's my final conclusion of this video.